At this point, allow me to read the message of the Secretary of Department of Education, Leonor Magtoles Briones. My warmest greetings to the school officials, administrators, faculty members and advisors, teachers, parents and guardians of the graduates and completers of school year 2021-2022. On behalf of the Department of Education, DepEd, I am proud to celebrate the successes, milestones, and achievements of this batch graduates and promoted students in this year's end of school year rites with the theme K-12 graduates pursuing dreams and fostering resilience in the face of adversity. In the past 6 years, we committed to our mandate to enhance the quality of education, broaden its access, and ensure its relevance in the rapidly changing world. DepEd endeavored to address its challenge by instituting programs and reforms in the department. We have fully implemented the K-12 curriculum and the aggressive reforms of Sulong Educalidad to produce globally competitive learners and teachers. We also expanded our mission for accessible education by strengthening the Alternative Learning System, ALS, and the Last Mile Schools programs to reach more Filipinos. Likewise, we also established the National Academy of Sports, NAS, and Education Futures Unit to create more opportunities for our learners and anticipate the future of the education system in the country. Committed to sustaining this momentum, the department developed and implemented the Basic Education Learning Continuity Program, BELCP, where we offered various learning modalities and produced award-winning initiatives such as the DepEd TV and DepEd Commons at the height of the pandemic. Eventually, the department held its ground against an unprecedented challenge in basic education as we progressively expand the reintroduction of face-to-face classes in the country. Indeed, education is truly a shared responsibility. This is why we express our utmost appreciation to our dear parents and teachers for being our partners in nurturing the youth throughout the years. To the class of 2022, resilience is in your blood. You have survived one of the toughest times in human history, yet still embraced education as your primary tool to success. I believe that with your passion and purpose, you can reach your dreams and change the world. May you keep on harnessing and imparting wisdom as together we will build a nation of competent global citizens and future leaders. A representative from the BARM AIM-BHDE will read the message of our Chief Minister to our completers. This is to be followed by the reading of the message of the Cotabato City Acting Schools Division Superintendent.
Minister Iqbal's graduation message, and I quote, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. It is my privilege to greet our dear students who are graduating from their respective grade levels in the academic year 2021 to 2022. On behalf of the Ministry of Basic, Higher, and Technical Education, I congratulate our learners for finishing their studies, from completing alternative learning materials to answering tests and assessments. Whatever challenges you faced this school year, the perseverance and creativity you exemplify will add to the knowledge and skills that you gained. I also want to commend the teachers, learning facilitators, school heads, and administrators who guided you through the learning process despite the difficulties brought by the pandemic. Finally, I also want to thank the parents who continue to invest in their children's bright future and were instrumental in the shift to the home-based learning modality. Undoubtedly, education is one of the critical development areas of the Bangsamoro government. Education is essential to building a society that can logically and sustainably overcome significant obstacles, from poverty and corruption to conflict. Therefore, giving attention to education brings about effective social change in the communities and creates opportunities for all learners to realize their hopes and dreams for themselves and their families. Basic education, which includes primary and secondary, is crucial for our nation's future. Basic education generally provides foundational competencies such as reading comprehension, language acquisition and development, and understanding of numeracy. Such knowledge is necessary for young students to deal with complicated ideas and tasks as they progress through advanced pathways in the educational system. In this regard, schools and learning centers are incubators for innovative ideas and help shape the next generation of leaders and professionals. For the graduating class, I am exceedingly proud of your accomplishments. The past 2 years brought great uncertainty to the education sector due to the closing of schools and the shift to home-based learning. I understand that the pandemic and its impact were complex for our students, parents, and teachers. But it is imperative that education and learning must continue despite these circumstances. My dear graduates, education gives us crucial information and knowledge of the world around us, including the skills we need in life. You may feel tired working on your ALMs and homework now, but I am confident that the time and effort you spend on learning and studying will benefit you in the long run. It can awaken your curiosity and creativity, develop your inner talents, and inspire you to provide solutions and help others. And even if you're studying at home, education can broaden your horizon and aspire for a better and brighter future. I am confident that you will grow personally and professionally in the next step of your education journey. Meanwhile, I assure everyone of the MBHT's commitment to making education accessible, relevant, and balanced for our learners. Through the cooperation of the entire Bangsamoro education community and the grace of the Almighty, we managed to pull through this school year and ensure that learning continues despite the pandemic. I surmise that the past 2 years taught us, including students, to be resilient and resourceful. Nevertheless, the ministry will continue to improve and strengthen our education sector as aspired by the people in the Bangsamoro. We also hope to return to face-to-face learning soon, inshallah, through the division superintendents, school administrators, and teachers. I am also confident that you will remain indispensable partners of the education ministry, of loyalty to the service, to strengthen the Bangsamoro educational system and protect the well-being of our children and young people. Moreover, you will become role models for our learners to emulate and transmit to others around us. We have the moral obligation to uplift the lives of our learners through the implementation of vital education programs and services. But, more importantly, we should observe moral governance and renounce any questionable practices that can undermine the formation of educated, competent, and ethical individuals for future leadership and the workforce. Again, My warmest congratulations to all graduates and their families. The late Nelson Mandela said, and I quote, "Education is the most powerful weapon you can use to change the world." End of quote. Therefore, continue studying or improving your skills to help the Bangsamoro region achieve sustainable peace, justice, and prosperity. Please trust in the Almighty, and He will surely guide you in the right direction. Maraming salamat po at mabuhay tayong lahat. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. End of quote.
A'udzu billahi minasyaitonir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. May the peace, mercy, and blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be with you all. Congratulations, Mubarak, our dear graduates. Indeed, today marks another milestone of surpassing the ups and downs in your quest for knowledge and greatness. Your certificate or diploma confirms the fruit of your success above all challenges that you have met during your journey. As you proceed to the next chapter of your lives, capitalize on what your alma mater instilled in you with the courage and determination to strive for excellence, inshallah. Our dear graduates, Imam Ali radiyallahu anhu said, and I quote, "Everything diminishes when it is used except knowledge." This implies that when you have knowledge, you tend to excel and succeed more in your daily undertakings. So, utilize your knowledge, coupled with your firm faith in the Almighty, and continuously work for excellence in your different fields of interests. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Holy Quran, Surah Mujaddilah 58, Ayah 11, Allah will raise to high ranks those of you who believe and are endowed with knowledge. With this year's graduation theme, K-12 graduates pursuing dreams and fostering resilience in the face of adversity. The Department of Education and Ministry of Basic, Higher, and Technical Education continue to strengthen its efforts and resources to combat all challenges and in pursuit of providing quality education for all. Thank you very much. My high regards and prayers to all graduates. Shukran. Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
A moment to be euphoric and proud. The last 2 years of your educational journey was so challenging as your resilience was put to tests. The new normal has caused a multitude of changes in the educational setting. Learners struggled to keep up with the modular instruction. It's a battle fought and won by you and your supportive parents and guardians. My high regard to those who really spent sleepless nights just to keep up with the deadlines. As you continue your high school journey, brace yourselves with more predicaments. You have endured life's struggles in your junior years, which make us confident that you can surpass the rest if you have built up the conviction in yourselves. We hope that you can stand up with the K-12 curriculum's goals of preparing you to real-life scenarios so that adversities can be handled with ease. Always stay vigilant. Real education is depicted in your approaches in handling life situations. It is not measured on the number of recognitions and accolades, nor on memorized theories and facts. It is on how well you can stand against nerve-wracking situations and exhibit cleverness to solve a dilemma. Be resolute in keeping up with this year's theme, K-12 graduates pursuing dreams and fostering resilience in the face of adversity. Most importantly, make Allah, God's guidance and intervention as your foothold. Hence, you will not lose sight of your envisioned dreams. My heartfelt congratulations.
And now, the most significant moment in every moving up ceremony has come. May we call on Madam Bai Isradin C. Sinsuat Datukan, Secondary Principal 2, for the presentation of the candidates for completion. This is to be followed by the confirmation of the candidates for completion by the Acting Schools Division Superintendent, Ma'am Sarapia Giamadin Talapas, Maed.
By virtue of the power vested upon me as the secondary school principal 2 of this school, I have the honor to present to the Schools Division Superintendent of Cotabato City, Sarapia Giamadin Talapas Maed, 248 boys and 264 girls, a total of 512 candidates for junior high school completion of Cotabato City National High School Rojas, who have satisfactorily completed the requirements prescribed in the K-12 basic education curriculum of the Department of Education for Secondary Schools of the Republic of the Philippines, Bangsa Moro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao, Ministry of Basic Higher and Technical Education for school year 2021-2022. May I now request the confirmation of their completion, ma'am.
A'udzubillahi minasyaitonirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. By virtue of the power vested upon me as the Acting Schools Division Superintendent of Schools Division of Cotabato City, Ministry of Basic, Higher, and Technical Education, and by the certification of your school head that you have satisfactorily completed all the requirements prescribed in K-12 basic education curriculum, I now accept and confirm you as completers of school year 2021-2022. You are now ready to receive your Certificate of Completion. Congratulations and Mubarak.